Okay, Mark, thank you so much. As we celebrate America's upcoming birthday, we are drawing a line with our next story. Maps, of course, come in all shapes and sizes, but Connecticut has a questionable cut that often leaves people wondering.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? You can't miss the notch right here when you look at the map right up there. The weird little dip goes back generations. And the history here is pretty complicated. In fact, even today, state leaders are still setting the record straight.
We don't travel light.
No.
Thanks, guys.
When you need to get to the bottom of something in Connecticut, you go right to the top.
Hey, how are you?
Governor Ned Lamont's a busy guy, but as we celebrate our nation's 250th birthday this summer, we're coming to him for some help with a serious matter.
Now, Governor, you're obviously familiar with this, right?
Looks like the state of Connecticut to me.
Yes, yes.
We're drawing the line at this. The Granby Notch, or jog to some, the Southwick jog to others. Either way, it's a bite-sized piece of our state that appears to have been cut away by our friends in Massachusetts. But why?
Back in 1642, a surveyor made an error, and we're convinced that this 8-mile jog right here belongs to Connecticut. But I got to work on that with Maura Healey, because Massachusetts has claimed it for themselves going back about 400 years.
A mistake by surveyors that lingered for decades, while additional surveys only caused more animosity. It wasn't until 1804 that Connecticut finally accepted a compromise. Today, the line is drawn along the Congamon Lakes in Southwick, and that's okay with Dan Curran, who works at Congamon Coffee. He lives in Massachusetts and proudly stays away from Connecticut.
Why?
I just don't visit. I don't know.
You know, it's right down the road.
It is. I stick to my side, though.
That's it. You're right here, and that's all you need.
But Steve and Susan Basil are from Granby, and they do cross state lines, even grabbing a nosh in the notch, which has always fascinated them.
My brother was a geologist, and he said if you look at the notch and the mountain range it comes down, think about when the Ice Age came through, it was a mile higher. And what you're looking at now, so you can imagine what it must be like the geologic area of Connecticut. It's really interesting.
Interesting, yes. But this border battle has already been fought, and there will be no change. Because even though we asked, that's where Massachusetts draws the line.
Maura, I want you to see this little blip right here. It should be a straight line, the northern border of Connecticut. But instead, you have something called the Southwick jog. You've annexed 8 miles of our property. Just saying, maybe it's something we ought to work out together.
Hey, Ned, listen, I hear you, but I'm not sure if you know this. When Connecticut signed the paperwork back in 1804, you actually locked in an age-old clause that we're still bound by today. It's called no takesies backsies.
Well, no change is probably a good thing, because while they got the notch, we got Suffield, Enfield, Somers, and Woodstock in the border settlement of 1804.
And by the way, all 4 of those towns left Massachusetts originally because of high taxes, and Governor Lamont said he is not willing to give them back.
I mean, what a great story that was. It's just so interesting.
It's a lot of fun to do, and something everyone up there certainly talks about.
And we learned no takesies backsies.
No, she's not messing around.